Venezuelan president, in fact, gave an interview before capture. He had said to a TV channel that he's ready to discuss drug trafficking issues with the United States of America. He had made that big outreach to the United States of America. Remember, tensions had escalated between US and Venezuela in the last few months, with the US claiming that it's fighting a narco-terrorist state and that it had also captured hundreds of vessels in the Caribbean, sending out a warning to Nicolas Maduro. Now, US has said that it has captured not just the president but also his wife, and that both of them have been thrown out of this country. In that interview, the president said that he's ready for oil investment, for US investment in oil. Remember, Venezuela's economy is in a state of collapse. It's a country that's completely dependent on oil exports. Let's listen in to parts of that interview.
Como aquel día, el 4 de octubre.
¿Y no te dio
cordonazo
una
de San
gripe?
Francisco? No.
La campaña llenó las 7 avenidas, incluyendo la avenida Bolívar. Y el gobierno de Estados Unidos lo sabe, porque se le hemos dicho a muchos de sus voceros que si quieren conversar seriamente de un acuerdo de combate contra el narcotráfico, estamos listos. Que si quieren petróleo de Venezuela, está lista Venezuela para inversión estadounidense como con Chevron, cuando quieran, donde quiera y como quieran. Antes a Venezuela y sencillamente nos mandaron más migrantes.
Aditya Rajkal is back with us. Aditya, this is an outreach that Nicolas Maduro seems to have made to US President just hours before he was captured. Was he willing to, in some ways, compromise, because the US seems to be really insistent on him stepping down, and they probably seem to have achieved what they wanted?
Well, that's right, Vasudha. In his last interview, President Maduro had claimed that he was ready for the American investment on oil on the Venezuelan soil. Apart from that, he had also said that although he had vast differences with Donald Trump and the US administration on several key issues, he was ready to have some kind of a peace dialogue with the US President Donald Trump. But it does seem like the US was not interested in a dialogue. And certainly, the United States had given several warnings to Maduro, saying that there was a lot of drug trafficking that was underway, and there need to be steps taken by the Venezuelan government and the President Maduro against the drug trafficking and those who are masterminds of this drug menace. But at this moment, of course, a lot of strikes have happened in Venezuela, in the capital, at least 7 to 8 explosions. And now both president and wife have been escorted out of the country, have been flown out of the country in an unknown location. We also know that the last meeting of Maduro had taken place with a Chinese delegation. A senior leader from China and from the Chinese regime was meeting the Venezuelan President Maduro, after which the strikes happened, and then Maduro was taken into custody. Whether he has been flown to the United States or friendly country in the neighborhood remains to be seen. There's no confirmation from the Venezuelan government or the US government at this stage. Of course, the Venezuelan vice president has sought a proof of life on Maduro. At the same time, the US has only given details of a strike that has taken place. And as of now, it's not clear what the location of Maduro is and what will be the transition of power really, whether a new government will take place now.